On behalf of the United Nations Economic Commission for Latin America and the Caribbean, Sub-Regional Headquarters for the Caribbean, welcome to the workshop on digital financial services. I'd like to thank our partners and organisers, the International Telecommunications Union, the Caribbean Telecommunications Union, and the Telecommunications Authority of Trinidad and Tobago for all of the work that has gone into the planning and execution of this event. The Economic Commission for Latin America and the Caribbean, ECLAC, is a think tank focused on public policy analysis to advance social development and economic growth in its member states and associate members. At ECLAC, we have been studying the rapidly evolving landscape of financial technology, or Fintech, for several years now. We are interested in the potential of new forms of payment systems to support e-commerce, of crowdfunding technologies that can enable business development, and of regulatory tools that can detect and prevent financial crimes. Our director, Ms. Diane Qualis, sends her apologies as she is attending the first meeting of the Forum of the Countries of Latin America and the Caribbean on Sustainable Development in Mexico City. The Forum is a regional mechanism to follow up and review the implementation of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, including the Sustainable Development Goals and Targets, and its means of implementation. In relation to the SDGs, which are a set of 17 goals that were adopted by the United Nations in 2015, encompassing 169 targets to be met by the year 2030, there are at least 6 goals and over 10 indicators either directly referencing or relying on improvements to financial services. In relation to ending poverty, this includes equal access to financial services, including microfinance. In achieving gender equality, this relates to granting women equal rights, including access to ownership and control of their financial services. In relation to promoting sustained economic growth, promoting policies that support entrepreneurship, creativity and innovation, including through access to financial services. Strengthening the capacity of national financial institutions to promote and expand access to banking and financial services for all. In relation to reducing inequality in between countries, improve the regulation and surveillance of global financial institutions and markets and strengthen the implementation of such regulations. And one of key note to the Caribbean, by 2030, reduce the transaction costs of migrants' remittances to less than 3% and eliminate remittance brokers at a cost of more than 5%. As an entity of the United Nations Secretariat, ECLAC is particularly interested in how technologies developed for the financial sphere can be used to address social needs such as financial inclusion, organisational governance, and identity management. Goal 16, which speaks to the promotion of peace, justice and strong institutions, includes a target that says by 2030, legal identity, including birth registration, should be provided to everyone in the world. We are particularly interested in the area of identity management because we feel that the establishment of effective systems that allow individuals to access and control their unique digital identity can be an important tool and important tool for human rights and the promotion of social and economic development. The pursuit of this goal has been taken up by the ID 2020 initiative, in which the UN is collaborating with partners in the private sector to explore how technology, including blockchain technology, can be used to provide legally recognised digital identity services. We at ECLAC believe that this is important because strong identity standards can provide the foundation for a range of next-generation digital services that can drive growth and help reduce inequality in Caribbean countries, as a legal identity is seen as the first step to financial and social inclusion. Financial technology and identity management are just 2 fields that will see major new innovations that are made possible by the recent wave of development in the new field of cryptographic technology. There are indeed many opportunities before us and many risks. There are great possibilities, but there are also constraints. Our challenge for the next 2 days is to explore all of these aspects and to move toward a common understanding of how these new technologies can be adapted to fill an appropriate role in society, and how they and we help build a more prosperous Caribbean. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I look forward to an engaging and fruitful 2 days of deliberation and discussion. Thank you very much.